Hello and welcome to The Sovereign Way. My name is Elizabeth, and this is the final episode in the teaching series Miracle Worker. We have been exploring what it is to be the one to whom all power under heaven has been given. And we've discovered the characteristics of the one who walks in truth and therefore has the authority to consciously facilitate the miracles that Jesus commissioned us to go out and do. We've explored the metaphysics of the authority to create and form a manifestation that's not in vibrational resonance with the environment. And we looked at method and became more masterful in our sovereign way of making miracles. We also swam in a sea of hylozoism, breathing underwater as we saw that everything is alive and everything is utterly soaked in the everlasting life-giving spirit. We looked at 5 energy techniques that you need as a miracle worker, techniques for any miracle, big or small, personal or communal, and we mobilized. Those of you who in the beginning of this series chose to play along did receive the invitation or see the emergence last week. And I've been blown away by the stories that you've shared about what's happening. Did you play along? If so, if you've been playing along these last 5 weeks, if you said yes to activating the miracle, type in, I am an anointed miracle worker. Type that in now. Wherever you are, if you're on Facebook or if you're on YouTube or here in the Oasis, type in, I am an anointed miracle worker. Remember, participation is still key to the communion between you and the living spirit. And if I see this comment coming in, thank you, Ali. Ali is an anointed miracle worker. If I see the comments coming in, I will go and pray over you and pray over what's emerging for you. Because if you did play along, then something gorgeous is emerging right now. And if you're just joining us now, thank you. Charlotta is an anointed miracle worker. Esther is an anointed miracle worker. If you're just joining us now, then we are delighted to have you as a guest today. And if so, please type in, I'm new. Type in, I'm new, wherever you are. And if you're new, then I will come and find you, and I will bring you the link to the Miracle Worker playlists that you can experience the whole thing in sequence. It's a very powerful game to play. Kat is a miracle worker. Thank you, Kat. Let's remind ourselves one more time, why are we doing this? The world's identity is going through a rapidly unfolding catastrophe. The temperatures are rising, the ecosystems are shifting, the wars are emblazoning, the media revelations are horrifying, the mainstream consciousness is losing hope. Craving for true spiritual direction is stronger than ever, but trust in religion is plummeting. And your job in the midst of this is to hold the presence that proves that love wins the day. The present that spreads like ripples on the surface across a cool oasis pond. You are set apart from the world because you have already remembered that you're not separate from God, and you know you have spiritual worth and authority to choose to be who you are. You already know that every manifest thing belongs to one unified body, and that your heart and energy has the authority to heal the natural world. You already know this. You know love is the truth, and the truth is love. So now your commission is to be this way in every circumstance, living and experiencing life as proof of the everlasting promise. I am sovereign. We are the returning Christ. We are carried in a super wave of divine mercy as the heart and mind of God overshadows and fuses with every motion of man. by the pouring out of the Christ life and consciousness upon the masses, into the masses everywhere and in every nation. This spiritual inflow reorients human desire and evokes the total surrender to true love's presence. This is your true destiny. You are the forerunner. You are foretelling Jesus's return by your presence, your very presence, and through all your works, you are bringing Christ back. Wow. Jesus sent us out 2 by 2 to save the world, to be the holy presence that can, as my friend Skyra said, gaze upon something that seems unholy and remember it back into the vine of life. That's baptizing. He sent us out to transform the darkness, to engage with the enemies and the challenges, and to turn them into allies and quantum leap blessings. He sent us out to heal each other. This is no small undertaking. You know, I have people in my life who are constantly telling me that I'm playing too small, that I should be in the big leagues with the bosses of the world and 5 trillion followers. And boy, does my ego love the flattery. But I'm not playing small. I'm playing the greatest game in the universe. I'm playing for the kingdom. And this is why we have a responsibility to develop our mastery and our higher spiritual gifts, and also to actually apply them in service of our brothers and sisters. It's good that Jesus taught us to create these circles like the Oasis so that we can train together. As iron sharpens iron, so a friend sharpens a friend, as it's written in Proverbs 23:17. We are anointed miracle workers, set aside by the nature of our sovereign ability to choose love. And we need to help hold each other to our true power. And one way that we can do that is to shine as brightly as we can so that we can be identified. So our series, The Miracle Worker, ends here, my friends, with permission to be as radiant as you can be. I'd like you to sink into a meditation now, to get very, very comfortable in your body, in your mind, and in your energy. And I will speak over you a beautiful promise about beauty and the role that it plays for you as one of Jesus's most trusted miracle workers. You can close your eyes if you like, or if you want, you can keep your eyes on me as we exchange divine knowledge. But breathe steadily as your body knows how, and rest your hands on your belly. And marvel that you are constantly dying and being reborn. That your body is made of 37 trillion loyal cells that keep dying and regenerating over and over again. You don't have the same body you had even 3 years ago. Every manifest part of you has been replaced multiple times over. But you have transcended every one of those deaths because you are timeless, of course, tapped into that life force that never runs out. You are literally being reconstructed moment by moment. And there is as much energy in your body right now as there is in a lightning bolt. That life force energy is a spiritually sourced, human transmitted pulsed electromagnetic wave that passes through and between us, and many of us know it as Reiki. It's a real, manifest energy that travels through your biofield, and it is proven to release tension and reduce pain, harmonize body systems and clear negative energy fields, to establish spiritual protection and bring life back to life. And this power spills out of your eyes and your smiles and your voice. And it is easily recognized as beauty. It's time to be beautiful. The world needs hope more than ever, needs to be reminded of love, needs to see the evidence of sparkle and magic, needs to see stories of overcoming, and that's what we give them with our splendor. Beauty is an expression of the divine, you see. It's an outpouring. It's lovely. It brings excellence to our handiwork, brilliance to our smile, tenderness to our service, healing to our touch, magic to our cooking. And this is why beauty is a priority in everything I do. If I'm called to minister to a lonely widow living in squalor like I was last week, one of the very first things to do is beautify. Open the space, open the mind, and open the heart for beauty. There are many reasons why we restrict our natural beauty. And all of these little reasons are those personal points of consciousness that we heal over time in our own inner work as we go along in our journey and become much more in love with who we are. Self-acceptance is what releases the flow of essence that makes us so unique and so needed in our special place in the world. And all those little reasons that we shut down our beauty, or dial down the magic, or reject the spirit when he asks you to do a little hip dance in the grocery store, or when we turn away from the opportunity to pray for a friend or an enemy. All those reasons boil down to the same thing. It's actually vanity. It's only ever a fear of being seen that closes the floodgates of natural beauty, a belief that the intrinsic divine beauty that comes from your source could not find a place in the world. But darling, you are so marvelously made, and it's been such a complicated but wonderful journey to make you who you are. And your beauty tells a story with a happy ending, you see. It shows that life continues to unfold in loveliness, and that whatever the situation is now, something timeless, spaceless, and formless, and exquisitely lovely always prevails. This is a lovely quote by John O'Donoghue. He's an Irish mystic and priest. Listen to this. Beauty isn't all about just nice loveliness, like. Beauty is more about a rounded, substantial becoming. So I think beauty, in a sense, is about an emerging fullness, a greater sense of grace and elegance, a deeper sense of depth, and also a kind of homecoming for the enriched memory of your unfolding life. How wonderful to be a herald of unfolding life. That's what beauty does. You are the glory of God. You are the pinnacle of the great divine design. You are a spectacularly impossible harmony of trillions of cells, sentient, knowing yourself, knowing truth, knowing love. And what's more, you were designed to be this herald of beauty, to be the walking, talking, living, breathing example of truth. And there is nothing lovelier to behold than that. This is Isaiah 52. How beautiful on the mountain are the sandaled feet of this one bringing such good news. Maybe your beauty is elegant like a swan. Or maybe it's charming like a field of poppy flowers swaying in the wind. Or perhaps it's innocently clumsy and whimsical like a big shiny beetle that's toppled onto its back. Maybe it's stoic and strong like an alabaster column. Or deliciously mesmerizing like a lava lamp. Or maybe it's natural and effortless like clouds floating in the sky. Or surprisingly stunning like a geode cracked open, scintillating in the light. Or perhaps it's serene and peaceful like a plain-coloured moor or a misty swamp at dawn. Look at the peacock. This is my friend the peacock. Check this guy out. Look at this fellow. The peacock isn't ashamed of the glory that God bestowed upon him. The hand puppet, look at that. Look, isn't he lovely? Isn't he lovely? He isn't ashamed of the glory that God bestowed upon him. It's his natural way of reflecting the light so that it can be perceived by a viewer. He isn't controlling the perceptions. He is only expressing naturally. Because beauty isn't passive, you see. It's designed to entangle the observer, to bring them into its energy. It's very sensual. That's why love is beautiful. We've talked a lot about true relation, true engagement in this series in miracle work. As a miracle worker, we must entangle the observer. We must entangle what is into our observation of it as beautiful. Therein is the alchemy. So I'm going to tell you the secret to your halo, the radiance of your electromagnetic field, the glory of exquisite intrinsic natural and magnetic beauty that heralds the presence of something timeless and utterly lovely, that promises the fullness of unfolding life. And the secret is very simple and it's very easy and you already have it. And it's not really something you have to do or master or perform, but it is the hardest thing in your life. And when you get this, marvelous results will follow. Now, by the way, you can have a brilliant mind and a restricted energy. You can have noble intentions and a restrictive energy. You can read all the self-help books. You could have done all the plant medicine. You could have been to Costa Rica twice and India 3 times, and you might know all the conspiracy theories, and you might have still restrictive energy. But when you get this secret, your energy field will explode. You'll be walking one way on the street, and someone else who's deeply depressed, lonely, and forgotten will be walking another way. And just for a brief moment, he will walk through your energy field. The magnetism of your energy will change the direction of his awareness, recalibrating his compass needle back to true north, and you will have saved a soul by the nature of your presence. Wow. What a marvelous gift beauty is. So my ego says, okay, so I'll save his soul with my beauty, but what about me? Will I attract true love? Will I attract masses of abundance, the perfect house, the best career? What about me? How far is beauty going to get me when I need to pay the bills? You will magnetize the goodness in life. And you will magnify love in all things. Let that take the highest and best form, and let yourself be blown away by the unexpected marvel of manifestation. You have no idea what's in store for you in 2024. That's beautiful. And just like this peacock, your natural splendor is much more powerful in energy than anything that opposes you. So are you ready to hear the secret? The secret to living inside a field of graceful beauty that you can use to transform lives and live in wonder and beauty and miracle. Are you ready? The secret is allowing Jesus. Oh, I wish it was so simple. Allowing Jesus to be your halo, because infinite creative essence is always creating perfection through you anyway, and the amount you get to experience is the amount you allow. Your beauty is already perfect in him, and all you need to do is allow it. How big can you let your love be? Dare you to take his halo as your own? There'll be some voice saying, that's too far, that's too beautiful, that's too showy, too loud, too visible. Who do you think you are? They'll get you for that. They'll burn you at the stake. You haven't deserved it yet. And it'll invite you to shrink. But don't worry. That voice is not in you. It's in the air. It's in the collective. It's not your voice. It's not your childhood traumas. It's not your controlling mother. It's not the media. It's not your trauma programming. It's just that your traumas confirm those lies about the danger of coming out. That's what we're talking about here, coming out. That voice is just a subtle whisper in the background. And here's the thing. You can either engage with it and get really up close and anxious about it, analyzing your life to try and fix it, or you can attune your radar so that it harmonizes into your awareness like the grasshoppers in the summer. That'll forever take care of your imposter syndrome. That'll free you to really come out as a miracle worker. And you will allow his radiant beauty to shine anyway. Open the heart and let it flood through you, even if you haven't healed all the wounds and comprehended every law or mastered every practice or saved every soul. Shine anyway and allow it to be the way you know that it is, that you are good and holy and beautiful. Because in your beauty is that story that tells the world that you are not a stranger to the dark, that you have broken parts still mending and scars from all manner of life's wounds. It's a story that shows how you may have once for a brief moment believed that no one will love you as you are. And the story also shows that this moment vanished in time and was replaced by a deep and humble remembering that you are glorious. Your beauty tells that story that it's safe to be seen, free from apology, surrendered into your perfect place where your unique radiance is received and appreciated and celebrated for what it really is. The exquisite breath of something divine. So if all of these lovely words can transmit only one thing to an emerging miracle worker, this is it. You have complete permission to allow beauty to be a part of how you know yourself. From this day on, you are utterly beautiful to behold. You are beautiful to experience, and you have full permission to be seen by the world exactly as you are, an anointed miracle worker. Take a deep breath in and breathe out that living air. And repeat after me. Beauty is essence. I know who I am. I am essence. Beauty is life force. I know who I am. I am life force. Beauty is magnetic. I know who I am. I am magnetic. Beauty is radiance. I know who I am. I am radiance. Beauty is shine. I know who I am. I am shine. Beauty is transcendent. I know who I am. I transcend. Beauty is grace. I know who I am. I am grace. Beauty is love. I know who I am. I am love. So I am beauty. Good. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining me and my friends in the Oasis on this journey, exploring the sovereign way of the miracle worker. It has been my honor and delight to guide you across this tapestry of sermons and stories. There is plenty more. I want to invite you to join us here in the Oasis. We are a wonderful team of miracle workers studying together, practicing together, and you belong with us. So if you'd like to join us, place a heart emoji in the comments wherever you are, YouTube or Facebook, and then I will come and find you and bring you into the Oasis. Thank you again very much for watching Miracle Worker. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Now go out and make the miracles. And to my friends here in the Oasis, let's turn off the live stream and open the table.